So what stood out to me about Spooky Bison? He's spooky now. He's very emo. Oh yeah, remember if you like the videos, like sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want to appreciate things. First of all, the first thing I noticed in the trailer was it stuck right out to me, these goddamn terrible fucking hitboxes and hurt boxes in the game. I was like, motherfucker didn't even stomp on his head. He didn't even hit her with the stomp, but you know, because every character has to have the same hurt box and hitbox in the game because everything is so homogenized. Everyone's got the same hurt box, hitbox, so even Jury's gonna look like she's getting hit, even though she's not. Just in case it was Zangief, because in case it was Zangief or one of these bigger characters, we all gotta share the same hitbox. Just retarded. Speaking of homogenization, you wanna know what else I was not surprised to see? Wow, M.BISON has an EX move where he just hits you a couple of times and then you bounce and he can juggle you. Oh wow, and then he can drive rush. He can do Slimer juggles. Just, I'm not impressed. Like, dude, okay, I get it. That's the game. Please, can am I ever going to be wrong about games? I'm just, fuck me, dude. I'm sorry, I'm just not very excited. And then I guess I guess something that did stick out. It looks like, I didn't really dissect the trailer, but it looks like he has some kind of thing where you're filled with like psycho power, but then later you blow up or some shit like that, like a bomb thing. I guess that's kind of different for M.BISON. But you know what I think about when I think about like a property like that, if that is what is happening in this trailer, I think that's something that I would think of like for a character like Rolento, if Rolento was ever added in a game. Like give Rolento like a bomb or something that can later blow up on you. I don't know. I guess it's something different for M.BISON. And I guess when he flips around, he kind of like boom, 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 kind of like, you know, make some bakery buns with you like a cat, I guess. You know, that's something a little bit different. But you know what also stuck out to me too, besides that? I mean, I guess that's, you know, it's like, it, you know, that gave me like, you know, bomb blowing up psycho power. You know, making some bakery buns, cat, milking you, whatever it is. Like, but in general, I was just like, wow, what a Street Fighter 6 character. God damn, I fucking hate EX moves. No creativity whatsoever with this shit. Wow, EX move the juggles. Wow, then I Slimer rush. Wow, it's the whole goddamn game. It's boring. But another thing too that I want to show that I always think about, as we get to how spooky he is, his fucking level 3 super. So it just, and I said this before, it was my biggest fucking fear when I said, I'm like, when I first saw videos of the game, and I'm like, I'm not against the top or down bottom system because I think supers should feel special compared to EX moves, especially, you know, whatever. But I was like, I fear that super moves are just going to be generally combo fodder. And that is exactly what the game is. It is the exception when you do not just combo into super with your supers, right? Yes, I know there's like a Blanca super and a Guile super, whatever, and like a JP super or whatever, right? Those are like exceptions to the rule. Generally speaking, supers are just combo fodder. And the other, I suppose, which is sort of interesting meta-wise, is if you're about to be burnt out, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to waste the EX meter to be burnt out, so maybe I'll do a super for the invincibility. You know, that sort of tug of war is like the one interesting sort of thing about the game, so to speak. You know, that shows a sort of interesting thing. But generally speaking, it doesn't change the fact that supers are just combo fodder. And when I think of M.BISON, go back to Street Fighter Alpha 3 Bison, let's say. The boss M.BISON, when he had the Psycho Drive Super Psycho Crusher. And it was a super that I think had only comboed on counter hit if you did like a Duck Fierce. Correct me if I'm wrong, it's been so long since I played Street Fighter Alpha 3. But generally, you could not combo into the Super Psycho Crusher if you're even playing the boss M.BISON, unless you did Duck Fierce on a counter hit. But the move was super invincible and it went through everything. That's like a different level 3. Like imagine if you just give him that. Not every super should just be a fucking super where you just combo the guy. It's generic. Oh, this is my super. That's why every Dragon Punches don't even mean Dragon Punch half the time anymore. It's just like, oh, this is my EX move. This is my, you know. These moves are not fucking special. Fuck. It's just, ugh. Ridiculous. But besides that, speaking of Spooky Bison, he's spooky, Bob. Oh, he's so spooky. Oh, Spooky Bison, he's very emo. You know what I think about when I think about Spooky Bison? You know what let's look at a picture of him. There's a... Do I resemble this man you call Bison? Oh, you are wrong. I'm not Bison, I am. See, now I'm very emo because instead of having my regular boots, they've given me a generic emo goth boot with those little spiky holes. Why? I don't know. They literally could have just done his costume with the regular boots he has, but no, they give him one boot on one leg that is a different boot that is a specifically emo gothic boot. Wow, are you try hard enough? Are you serious? You're so scary. You look like some like a middle schooler kid. Like, hey, I'm gonna make Bison evil. Here's his costume. He only has one boot, but it's a different boot. It's a boot with it's like one of those goth emo boots. And he's wearing really big Doc Martens. Cause yeah, A+. Okay. I'm just not impressed. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't care about Spooky and Bison. This is why I have to do this voice because it's so ridiculous to me. Also, can I just say it also shows how stupid the story of Street Fighter is? How are you supposed to respect Akuma? Akuma doesn't get real legitimate wins. Wow, I'm so afraid of the Raging Demon. I've only killed him Bison I think Bison had died 4 times. And the Raging Demon gave M.BISON a midlife crisis. He's like, ooh, I'm evil. Shit. I better chant my emo now. After the Raging Demon, I'm not actually dead. Okay. And just people are like, Akuma's not really evil. Oh, we forget about the Street Fighter 3 ending where he just did a Beyblade hurricane kick and killed all these innocent civilians in a submarine. But he's not evil. Trust us. Anyway, that's my opinion on M.BISON. And I know some people were mad. They're like, oh, why can't you be excited about Terry or Mai? Yeah, it's cool. Terry, Mai, that's cool. But guess what? They're in fucking Street Fighter 6. Who gives a fuck? Wow. Homogenized drive rush combos. Wow. Slimer here, Slimer here. Oh, wow. We all have the same EX moves. My EX move juggles. What does your EX move do? Oh, it juggles. Okay. Sweet. I'm not impressed. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. Appreciate it. Thanks. The end.